All right, guys, in this video, we're going to be going over a couple of examples. I've pulled 3 prompts from our document at random. You guys all should have gotten this when you signed up for our course, Crafting AI Power Prompts. So we're going to take everything that we've learned, including CGS, that target audience, etc., and we're going to test out some of the prompts and see how they can actually be utilized to their maximum potential. So what I've done here is I grabbed one of the framework prompts. This can, of course, be found within the framework section of the prompts. And I'm saying use the positive and negative framework, write a passage about our product. And then something to note is this type of prompt uses something called variables. So these things in brackets, these are the variables. And you can see that under the actual prompt, this portion straight from the document. I just went ahead and I filled in the variables. This is the product. This is our customer persona. USP, pain point, desired action, right? Every variable within the actual prompt. And so I'm saying, look, we sell leather shoes. This is our customer persona, men 18 to 55, care about their appearance, middle to high class. And our selling point, we source ethically, and our unique selling point, ethically sourced high quality leather. Pain point, having to purchase shoes every year. Desired action, visit website. And it pumped out a pretty nice passage. So you guys can pause and read this. I think it's pretty good. Our unique selling point sets us apart from other brands. Our commitment to ethically sourced high quality leather guarantees not only a superior product, but also peace of mind. Pretty solid. Now, of course, you could always use that revision process to go say, make it more eloquent, make it speak to single moms that are buying something for their husband for Christmas now, that type of thing, right? But great starting point. Now, here's an example of using CGS. I've pasted our prompt from the document at the bottom now instead of at the top. And this one does not use variables. However, I've provided its context here. Hey, I run a babysitting software that connects babysitters with people that need babysitters. You know, both parties fill out customer sheets, etc. I want to create an FAQ section for my variable. I lied. This one does have variables, but I did not use the variable method. Can you help me come up with a list of 10 frequently asked questions? And then boom, 10 solid FAQs. How does the matching process work on your platform? What kind of background checks do you guys perform? How do I sign up as a babysitter? Now, all the answers, they make sense. Visit our website and create an account by providing your personal information and completing a customer sheet. It's referencing that context. I didn't tell it to do that. Well, I did. I gave it context. The great part is these answers are actually relevant and make sense to the information that we provided. How do I sign up? Visit our website, create an account, provide your information, and complete a customer sheet. So it's referencing that context. Can I review the babysitter after their service is complete? Yes, we encourage both babysitters. These are great FAQs that definitely be asked and are awesome to have on a website like this. Now, of course, you would go in and fill in the type of website you have, et cetera, right? So we've covered the variables and we've covered the CGS. Here's something else. We're going to be priming ChatGPT with examples. This is going to be, because I primed it, I need to scroll. Now, for this last example, we'll be using a writing product reviews prompt. I'm using this top one here, but we're going to prime ChatGPT with some context. And I went ahead and pulled up Amazon, found some high performing products, took some solid reviews that I liked the sound of, and I provided it as context, right? I'm going to feed you a series of outstanding reviews throughout different industries. I want you to pay close attention to how each is crafted, type of language, etc. Please respond to nothing except okay if you understand. And then this is like a Ridge Wallet review. I fed it. I liked it. I thought it was solid. I liked the length and the language. Okay, next review, and I think this was like an acne patch type of thing, and this one was a lot more personal. I like this one. I used it for how personal it sounded and how natural it sounded. So I gave it 3 examples for a review. Now that you've read the reviews, help me craft a review that has that same type of feel, personality, and length as these. The product is a phone case that bounces when you drop it so it doesn't break your phone. I just made that up, right? I don't even think that exists. Oh my goodness. Guys, let me tell you about this incredible phone case I got. I call it the bouncer, right? I don't think this case is just about the bounce. It also has a comfortable grip, making it easier to hold onto my phone. Plus it fits perfectly and provides easy access to all buttons, ports, and camera. This case is a true game changer. I promise you won't be disappointed. 10 out of 10, 100% recommend, exclamation point. So you can see this is pretty good. It sounds very personal. Now, some of you guys might be thinking, I could just ask ChatGPT to write me a review off the bat. Why do I need to prime it? Well, I actually primed a conversation where I asked the exact same thing without providing any sort of context. So let's go back to the actual goal here. Disregarding the now that you've read these, because we won't be giving it that. The goal was help me craft a review that has that same type of feel. This product is a phone case that bounces. So this conversation helped me craft a 5-star customer review. Only thing I changed, because if I had just said customer review, who knows what it would have spit. I want it to be a 5-star, obviously. The product is a phone case that bounces when you drop it so it doesn't break your phone. The prompt stayed exactly the same. Both are on GPT-4. So we've got a title, review, 5 stars. You can see the format, not a negative, not a pro or a con. The format is different though, something to note. I must admit, I was skeptical at first when I heard about this phone case that bounces to protect my phone, but now I am a true believer. So obviously it's got a solid length and good language. It sounds like a 5-star review. I mean, when you read it, now let's talk about the real magic, the bouncing feature. I have to confess, right? So you can always take this and say, make it less personal, make it more informal, and now you're doing that revision process. But if you want to just skip those revisions, providing context is always going to help you speed up that revision process a little bit more. I'm not promising you that output's going to be perfect, but you can clearly read through these and see that those ones in the first example, that review was a lot more personal. Sounded a little bit more informal. You had that, oh my goodness, with the periods and the exclamation point. I mean, there were literallys in there. It sounded like it was written by a high schooler, which is what we want. I assume for your intents and purposes, you can always swap out the context that it gives you, of course, and get different results. But that's just an example of how you can take these prompts that I've included in the document, provide the information that we've gone over inside the document, but also in these videos, and get that extra bang for your buck with these prompts. Now you can always copy and paste these and just hit enter and see what you get and then revise. But the entire goal is to get what we want off the bat. So we are spending less time in the revision process and more time creating the prompt, because I promise you it's a lot easier to prime the conversation and provide your context rather than use and look up specific adjectives and keywords in that revision process to change the output into what you want. Let's change the input and make it as best as possible so that we can get the output that we want off the bat. I hope this video was helpful, and I'm excited to see what you guys do with some of these prompts. I'll see you guys in the next one.